Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video where today I'll be teaching you a tutorial on all of the original CTU defenders. Now the first that we'll be taking a look at is Smoke. Now Smoke is a part of the SAS. As you can see, I'm using a shotgun for Smoke because I believe this is probably the best weapon he has. He also has the FMG9, which is an SMG, but I like the shotgun on defense. I'm using the SMG11 because again I think it's a good SMG. He can also use a pistol, but I think SMGs are better. Right, Smoke's ability is in a canister. So what these canisters do is you can throw them onto doorways or wherever you want really, and then if you click R1 again, it releases a deadly gas that actually hurts players, but you can actually run through it. It doesn't harm you. Right, if you stay still really quick, and I just like say I'm in a realistic position, so like say I make like that, and I put this there. As you can see, he's getting hurt by it, and he dies. Now, Smoke is a very useful operator because he can stop planting in some cases, which is very useful if you want to run the round. The next operator that we will be looking at is Mute, who is also a part of the SAS. Now, muting guns includes the MP5K, which I use because I think it's the better gun, and also the shotgun that Sledge uses. But I like this gun, so I use this more. His pistols are the pistol that Sledge uses, and also the SMG11. And obviously, I like the SMG11, so I'm gonna use it. So, guys, Mute's ability allows him to put down these, which is called a signal disruptor. Now, as you can see, there is a red circle on the floor. Now, you preferably want to put these by doorways. So if I put one of these down, and say a drone's coming in, so they won't see it like this, they'll see it like that. So if a drone comes in,
Drone didn't make it in, mate.
they're not.
Oh.
Right, as you can see, the drone has been disrupted and it's now broken, and you can't actually get out of that state, so that's just a drone destroyed. This is actually useful because say with a character like Thatcher, this actually doesn't allow him to get... Wait. Okay, so Thatcher breaks it.
Thermal.
Oh yes, sorry. Right, excuse me. So basically, Thatcher can actually break this, so he is a good, what do you call it? Oh, for God's sake, I'm losing my word. He's a good counter. That's it, counter to Mute. But Thermite, with his exothermic charge, it actually can stop that from happening if you have a Mute disruptor by a wall. Also, this can stop jackal tracks, and plenty of other more abilities such as Sabrina and Ace, and yeah.
Dockerby.
And Dockerby. Oh yeah, because when she rings you. Now, as you can see, Mute actually has a C4. Now, if you want to use a C4 properly, you would do something along the lines of this, and then walk into the Claymore. No, actually, don't walk into the Claymore. It's not a good idea. As you can see, there she flies. So, guys, the next operator that we will be using is called Castle. Now, Castle is part of the FBI. Castle's guns include the UMP-45, which I use. You can also use a shotgun, but I prefer this gun. And the secondaries include the Super Shorty. Don't make that into an innuendo. You can also use a pistol, but I mean, like, the Super Shorty is clearly just glory in it. Right. So, Castle's abilities or ability, should I say, basically makes this barricade level up a bit. As you can see, a barricade can get destroyed in 3 hits. But this is called an armor panel. Now the armor panel actually takes a whopping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow, that's a high number. If the opposition team is using, say, someone like Ash, this armor panel is basically useless. Let me show them why. As you can see, it takes 1 blast. So, although it's armored, it isn't durable. Well, technically it is, but just not to Ash. Also, a funny thing that I like to do is do this to people, and then just go. So, guys, the next operator that we will be that I'll be teaching you about is called Pulse. Now, Pulse has basically the same guns as Castle, but I'll still go through them. UMP 45 and the shotgun. Obviously, UMP 45. I use that. Pulse doesn't actually have the super shorty, so we have to resort to the M45 Musoc because it's better than the 5.7 USG because it does more damage, and we've been through this before. Okay. Pulse's ability is actually quite useful. Now some people actually don't give Pulse a chance, calling him the bald nonce. As you can see, Pulse's ability makes people's hearts scannable or pick upable through walls. So obviously there is someone here, as you can see, that's where their heart is. So he can actually read where people are. But there is a downfall to Pulse. Obviously here is IQ. Now we've been through IQ before on our attacker video. IQ can actually pick up when Pulse picks up his camera. But Pulse's thing has a radius. As you can see, it stops there. Alright, where have we gone? Alright, stay there. It's how far you can get. That's as far as you can get. And then there it is again. Now obviously Pulse does have a C4. So what you can do is scan them with the camera, make them beg for their life, and then explode. Okay guys. The next operator we'll be checking out from the Defenders is called Doc. Now Doc is a part of the GIGN, which is the French. Doc's guns include the MP5, which I use, the P90, which is a high-firing, fast-shooting submachine gun, and you can also use a shotgun, but I don't really like the shotgun that much. But yeah, the pistols include the revolver and the P10, I think it's called, or P12, I could be mistaken. But obviously if you don't use the revolver, then you're a sinner and you deserve to drown in a lake. Right, Doc's ability is actually pretty useful. Now here's a sniper. Say Doc comes in front of this sniper and she knocks him. Now this might not go to ow.
What health are you on?
I'm on 50. Okay, right. Yeah. Okay, right, as you can see, I'm downed. Now, as you can see, it says, I'll press R1 to revive. So obviously, I'm going to crawl behind cover and click R1 to revive with a stim pistol. Now, as you can see, I'm on 75 health. So I can actually use another stim pistol, again, on myself. Which now gets me a little bit over 100, but it drains down. It's not that overpowered. And yeah, you get 3 of these. You can also use these on teammates. And yeah, that's pretty much all to it. So, that's Doc. Alright, the battle begins. So guys, the next operator that we'll be looking at is called Rook. Now Rook is also a part of the GIGN, same as Doc. Rook's gun includes exactly the same as Doc's actually, the MP5, the P90, and the sausage. Not the sausage, I mean the shotgun. And the same pistols. If you don't use the revolver, you're a sin. So yeah. Now, Rook's ability actually lets you put down armor. Now, armor is very useful in this game because it can actually save you on multiple occasions. Now, here we see a Wild Lewis, which is somewhere here. I think he's over here. Yes, here he is. Okay, right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go behind him, right? We're going to put our armor down. And we're going to pick some up ourselves. But the enemies can also use the armor. So I recommend as soon as everyone's got their armor on your team, you destroy it. And now we wait for Lewis to get back. Here he is. Right, so I was explaining that you can pick up armor as well as me, which actually makes you more powerful. Rook also has impact grenades. Rook...
Yeah, just stay there, don't kill me. Carry on talking.
Okay, so the armor obviously gives you armor, which increases the amount of damage you can take. As you can see, Lewis has a sniper, so if he shoots me in the chest, it shouldn't kill me. I don't think. Okay. So guys, this is the next operator that we'll be looking at. This person is from the Spetsnaz, called Capcam. Who can? Okay. Right. Capcam has two primaries that you can use. He has one that's called the 9x19 VSN, which is the one that I'm using. He also has the sausage, which is a gun, a shotgun actually. But I choose to use this one. I use the PMM. You can also use the what's it called? The GSH, but I like this one more. Now, Capcam's ability basically puts down booby traps, or EDDs, which stands for entry denial. If you're not a pro gamer and you don't understand what those words mean. Alright, so Lewis, if you don't mind walking through there, it does 51 health, doesn't it? 49. Okay. So if you rig these all up, you can make traps such as this, which I am doing at the moment. But obviously I don't want Lewis to get killed by it, which he can do, but I want to have fun with this. So you get 5 EDDs, and you can use them however you want, wherever you want. They go on a doors or window frames. Wait, where are you, Lewis?
Outside.
Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much all to Capcam. He's very good for stopping plants. Also, Capcam has a nitro cell. So guys, the next operator that we're looking at is the Lord himself, Chunky. So Chunky is also part of the Spetsnaz. Now, he is the Lord. If you don't worship him, you deserve to drown in bleach. So, Tachanki's guns can vary from the sausage, which is a shotgun, which I use, or the 9x19 VSN, which I use for Capcam. I still use the PMM. Now, Capcam's ability.
No,
What?
not Capcam.
Oh, flip. Tachanki's ability is as follows. Say we put this right here. You will now see why he is Lord. Now, Lewis, if you don't mind going there, please. Okay. This is a mounted LMG. Now, if you did not know, kids, this is very powerful. And it can kill people. So, Lewis, run through, please. Okay, right. So, as soon as he gets to this point, I spray. And if he shoots at my head... Actually, will it still kill... Ah, okay. Actually, I think it might still kill me as Kelly, but... This shoots extremely fast, as you can see, and it has basically no recoil. So, that is why the Tachanka is the boss. Oh, it does actually do quite a bit of that. It's going to break. Okay. Now, this is Tachanka's turret without any shield. Now, it's kind of useless, but it still fires exactly the same. There is a downfall to Tachanka. He can't actually look all the way around it. Like, he can only go like 180 degrees. But this can make to some very funny moments such as this. Okay guys, this is the next operator. This is Jaeger, who is a part of the GSG9, which is Germans. Now Jaeger actually has quite good guns. His primaries can be the 416-C carbine. Which is an AR, which is amazing, honestly. Like, there's no recoil on this at all, really. And the other one is a shotgun, if I'm not mistaken, sorry, which is called the M870, which is used for memeing, which is obviously a good thing. The pistols can be the P12. I think that's it. I'm not sure. Now, Jaeger's ability are these, and now these are called ADSs, which stands for Active Defense System, I think. Yeah. Now you can put these anywhere. So say like I'm gonna put this. Actually, let's stand out here. It's just an example. So say I put one of these here. You will now see what this does. So, Lewis is playing a character with frags. Now, I've put one on that doorway. So, if Lewis wanted to put a frag into that room to clear out the room and go in and plant, this is what happens. As you can see, the ADS catches it and destroys it completely. Now, no matter what type of object this is, like, it will not get through. Stun grenades, smoke grenades, especially frags, as you can see. Now you can put multiple of these down on all doorways, which is really actually kind of game changing. But sadly, they can be destroyed in one shot of a button, as Lewis is about to show, after he stops beating his meat. Okay. Right. One reason I like Jaeger is because of his gun. So guys, the final operator that we'll be covering in this video is called Bandit. He's also part of the GSG9. Now, Bandit can use two guns. The MP7, which in my opinion is one of the best guns in the game. Or he can use the M870, which is used for memeing, but the MP7 is pretty decent if I gotta be honest. Now, he can also use the P12, which is a pistol. Now, Bandit's ability is probably one of the best abilities in the game. As you can see, a main part of Rainbow Six Siege is reinforcing walls to stop people from entering the bomb site or bombing the bomb site, which is kind of ironic, but it happens quite easily. Now, as you can see, I'm going to plant down one of these. Now, this is basically a car battery, but it's actually called a shock wire. Now, this electrifies the wall. Now, Lewis has got an operator called Thermite. Lewis, why are you doing this again? Okay. Come here and show the audience what happens if you blow up that.
These?
Yes.
Should already know, but, you know.
As you can see, an explosion happens. Now, Lewis, show them what happens if you blow up that one. First of all, he gets hurt. And it gets broken. This is why it's extremely overpowered. Now, you can put a lot of these in different places, like such as in barbed wire and on reinforced walls, and yeah, that kind of stuff. And obviously, Bandit also does have a respectable C4. Now, obviously, I like to snipe people with the C4, so obviously, I'm not going to do that, Alex. I'm going to get a bit closer, only slightly though. Plant this here.